There's no better feeling in golf than a crisply struck iron shot. If you want to shoot low scores, you've got to make lots of birdies. And to make lots of birdies, you've got to be a good iron player. All great players throughout history have been great iron players. The fact is they're able to strike the ball solidly, but also control the distance that they hit the golf ball. Many amateurs that I see, they tend to hit the ball with a scoopy type of action, where the club head reaches the ball before the hands do. They're trying to lift the ball in the air, and this does not produce solid shots. You cannot control the distance, and the ball sort of hovers in the air. The key really is to make sure that when you make contact with the ball, that your left hand is ahead of the club head. Let me show you. At the point of contact, the left hand must be flat and leading that club head. This way you get the correct strike on the ball. You squeeze the ball off the turf, and the ball takes off on a piercing trajectory. So one way you can actually work on this is with this little drill. Put the ball back in your stance, and then with a short iron, hit what I would term a little punch shot, feeling that your left hand is ahead of the club head. You'll get the strike that you're looking for. Put another ball just opposite the ball that you're trying to hit. In that way, you can determine where your divot starts, because your divot should be after the ball. Many players, the divot is actually behind the ball or underneath the ball. You've got to make sure that your divot starts after it, and it will be if your left hand is ahead of the club head as you make contact. So try a couple of these little shots there. Ball back, hands forward, and just a little three-quarter punch type shot. Now you can see my divot was ahead of the ball. Let's try one more. Now the feelings that I had with that little punch shot were that my left hand was ahead of the club head, and my left wrist was flat and bowed. You can see it here. No way must you get your left wrist in this position through impact. Remember, impact's a moment of truth. A lot of players have some strange looking swings, but to hit solid shots with your irons, you have to have that left hand ahead of the club head at impact. Now if you can transfer that same feeling and image to the full shot, just watch how crisply you strike your iron shots. Well, there you have it. The secret for good iron play: make sure you get your left hand ahead of the club head at impact.